Hi everybody, this is Roxy, and I saw Monica and Yoli's and a few other 10 questions, the tag video thing, and Monica and Yoli both tagged whoever was watching, so I thought I'd do one. And I'm not going to do the on-camera thing, and I'll tell you why. I learned when I was about 19 years old, as confident as I am in a group of people, one-on-one with people, meeting strangers, visiting with people. I learned when I was 19 that I cannot speak in public. I was head teller working at a bank, and they asked me to run for American Institute of Banking for one of the board of directors, and I had to go and speak to the local banks in my area to garner votes and whatnot. And the first speech I gave, I thought I was going to die. My knees were shaking, my voice was cracking. I ended up going through the whole thing, but every time I did a speech, I know I sounded horrible. I was just panicky, and I just can't do it. And I feel like if I was on camera, I could tell all you guys were looking at me or staring at me and watching me, and I can't do it. So I'm going to do it this way. And like Yoli said, I said, I failed dumb doing it without camera thing, and she said, do it. You might open it up for other people that don't want to be on camera to do it, and it's just a fun thing. So here I go. Now I watched Monica's, and she's got to the end of I kept getting distracted, so then I'd have to rewind it because she posted the questions on her screen, and then she got done. I wrote down 9, and she said there's 10, so I must have missed one. But anyways, the first one is, how did you get your YouTube name? Well, I actually, when YouTube opened up, or started, whatever you want to call it, I right away jumped on the bandwagon, and my first channel was Rock VDF, which I used to use as kind of a login for different, eBay or whatever. And I posted a couple videos of my dog, of course, and he would, I probably should work while I'm doing this. When he was younger, whenever we filled his big tin, we have one of these big popcorn tins that we fill his food in. And whenever we'd do that, it was hilarious. Bill would be dumping this big bag in, and this stream of food would come out. Gallo would run up, and he'd start chomping and, just eating all the food as it's coming out, and then he'd start choking, and so he just became this little pig. So anyways, those were my first videos. Then I don't know why, I think I forgot my, I don't know why I changed to Roxy Fur, but anyways, Roxy Fur obviously is my first name and part of my last name, so I just go by that now. And I kind of remember, I think I had to get rid of my other channel for some reason. I don't remember why. I just remember that I did, because I don't think it's out there anymore. So those videos, I have them on my computer, but I don't have them uploaded anymore. And they were so darn funny. But anyways, so that's the first question. So my YouTube name is Roxy Fur. And I know they're allowing people to change it to your full name, but I just don't want to do that because I have no reason. I don't know. I just don't want to do it that way. So I'm leaving it as Roxy Fur. So then the next one is, who or what inspired you to create a channel? I think I just told that. I will say the person who inspired me to do videos of crafting was Pinkaboo Sam, and she and I kind of met via a swap that we did, and we became friends, and then she started doing videos and talked me into it, and it's been fun ever since. So that's who talked me into doing crafting videos. Otherwise, I had been on YouTube since its inception pretty much. And I've enjoyed that. Oh, so by the way, I'm just making all these boxes for my Valentine party, and I thought I might as well craft and chat. Okay, so the next question is, did you always love to craft with paper? Yes. My very first memory of crafting or doing something or artistic with paper was when I was 2 years old, and my sister, who was an artist, my oldest sister is an artist, and she did a caricature of me with my jammies and fuzzy slippers holding a teddy bear. And I have it still, and someday I'll show it, because then she encouraged me to draw a picture of myself after, seeing what she did. And so I actually have both those pictures when I was maybe 2.5, but I'm pretty sure it was 2, because of what I look like, and because I was pretty little, but also because it was when my grandma was still alive, and she died when I was 2.5. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I've always loved to craft. I've done every kind of crafting: pottery, painting, weaving. I made my own loom to weave. I took some really cool art classes during the summer of my junior high school, and we took them at the high school. So we had high school level teachers and that kind of crafting, and it was amazing. I learned how to basket weave. We had the just most incredible opportunity and instruction with these teachers. It was just wonderful. So I even had my own wedding flower business for a while, but I work best on procrastination. I don't know why, I just do. So that doesn't work well or bode well for brides, because they want to see stuff, 8 years before the wedding comes. And it just got to be too much pressure for me, because it's not like I would wait to the last minute, but I would do things kind of at the last minute, and then the brides will be, literally knocking on my door. I tell you a quick story. I was doing my friend's her bridal party, and she was very persnickety, I should say, not procrastinate. I procrastinate, she doesn't. And she wanted an umbrella decorated for the flower girl, and I said, oh, fine, we'll add that to it. It was kind of a last-minute addition, but she wanted to see it 3 weeks before the wedding so she could bring it to her shower and show everybody off and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah. I'm just kind of like, I'll just kind of, she'll forget about it, whatever. So 3 weeks before the wedding, she calls on a Friday night, and my dining room table, mind you, was piled with flowers and crap and ribbons from her wedding that I kind of started and didn't. And by the way, this is all silk flowers too at the time. That's when the 80s was all silk. So she calls and she goes, oh, can I come and get that tomorrow? And I'm like, yeah, yeah, you can. And I didn't know what I was thinking. I don't know why I said yeah, because I knew it wasn't done. It wasn't even close. And I thought, well, I'll just figure out a way to get out of it tomorrow. I don't know what I was thinking. So Scrubby and I had just gotten married, and we lived in this duplex, or fourplex. And it was like an apartment, and our apartment had windows on 3 sides. Plus, in the bathroom, there was a window that looked out. It was frosted, but it looked out to the hallway of all the other apartments. So, obviously, if you're getting where I'm going, I couldn't hide anywhere in the house when she came, because I don't even remember the details, like what I thought I was going to do when she got here. I don't even know. So anyways, I'm sitting there by myself having coffee, and I look out the window and it's like, oh my God, Missy's here. And so I jumped up, ran into the bedroom, and I thought I crouched down because she could see. So then I had to kind of, and I just was running through the house, crouched down, because she could see in all the windows. And I thought, okay, I'll go into the bathroom. I finally go into the bathroom, and she's kind of still out knocking on the door, and kind of she was peeking in the windows. And I know she saw the pile of crap on my dining room table. I just know, because obviously she told me after, but I was just panicking, like, oh my God, what am I going to do? So she's, Rox, I know you're in there. I can see your car out here. And I'm like, oh my God, what am I going to do? So I just ignored it. She finally went away. And then I later called and just told her, I don't know what I told her. Some crazy lie. So that was when I decided to get out of the whole wedding flower business, because it just was not for me. Too much stress and lying. But anyways, so what was that question anyway? I don't even know anymore. Okay, so, oh yeah, I love to write. Okay, what's the one thing you want people to get from your channel? Boy, I don't know. I guess kind of maybe a laugh now and then, or I'm not like an idea person per se. I just like to craft. I'm not gonna show you something that you probably never saw before, but I might tell a fun story, or I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I guess that's it. You might get a chuckle, hopefully, because I do enjoy talking to my audience or to you guys. Like, we're sitting in the room together. It's kind of passes the time for me a little bit, but also kind of makes me feel more connected to you guys somehow. I've been working from home for 12 years, and I really miss the social aspect of working in an office. Okay, don't get me wrong. I like that I don't work in an office, because people can drive you crazy if if you don't get along with the certain personalities. And I mean, I can get along with pretty much anybody, but you get one person that's just there to drive people crazy, and I'm right behind them, going nuts. So I miss the social part of it, though. It's really hard to because in my business I interview people, so I get to know people that way. But then it's done. Once I publish the story, I never talk to them again. There's no reason for me usually, and that's it. It's quick little connection. So I do enjoy this part of it, where I do kind of feel like I am connecting to you on some level. Because when you leave comments, I love reading the comments, because it's like, yeah, we did kind of have a little fun moment there, you know what I mean? Even though it's not, ooh, that's ugly. Even though it's not live, or we're sitting next to each other. It's like watching Monica and Yoli's video. You feel like you're right in the room with them. And at some point, I know you do it, I do it all the time, is you kind of start talking to the screen, like, no, or whatever. So that's kind of why I do it. Was that the question? Oh, yeah, okay. No, that's why I don't know. These questions are funny. Okay, favorite craft stamp company. I have a ton of favorites. And the problem is, I craft, okay, here's my thing. I like any kind of music except for abstract jazz, because that kind of makes me anxious. That's the kind where it's like everybody is playing a different rhythm, or, drives me crazy, because it just like makes me real anxious, and I don't like it. So I like any music but that. I like any kind of interior decorating. even abstract. You know, I don't have every kind. We have kind of an eclectic style, both of us, my husband and I. But, you know, neither of us would like a modern setting. We appreciate it, but wouldn't like it. So I'm kind of the same with crafting. I like all different kinds of styles of crafting. There are some that I do better than others. Like, I love the Stampotique stamps, but when I go to make something with Stampotique stamps, I haven't gotten the connection yet, so to speak. So, you know what I'm saying? It's like I can stamp the stamp, I can color it in, and then I don't know how to put it together. So I'm working on that, because I think they're really cute. They're stamps that kind of grew on me, and I'm really stumped with this one. I almost like it just like that. Put some glitter on it. So then, okay, so I love Cosmo Cricut. I like Pink Paisley. Of course, Graphic 45, but I'm kind of getting tired of that, I have to say. That's another comment I'd like to make too, is these companies, it's like they gotta start they gotta stop coming out with new stuff so often. I mean, it's really breaking the budget, you know, and you can't make stuff fast enough. You know, it's, you know, far be it for me to not buy everything, but I think they gotta slow down a little bit, especially, you know, whose initials are TH. I won't say his name because I love what he makes. It's just too much for me because I want it all. Okay, so that's that question. Okay, zodiac sign. I am a Sagittarian, and I don't really dabble a lot into zodiac, but I did read once that Sagittarians, you only need to tell them something once and they get it. Meaning, if I did something wrong, tell me once, I get it, I apologize, it's never going to happen again. Unless, of course, you know, I go off the deep end and I forget and whatever. You know, same thing as learning. You can tell me once and I got it. So that's kind of a Sagittarian thing. Other than that, I don't know what they're all about, quite honestly. So, okay, that's my zodiac sign. Oh, and my husband's an Aries, and they like to be center of attention, and he's dead on Aries. It's not like he likes to be the center of attention, but they are the center of attention just because they're so, you know, kind of gregarious and, you know, real comfortable in their own skin. All right, new craft or hobby you want to learn, 2013. Tasha Boyd Design did a fabulous soldering class for us at Your Paper Pantry, and I don't know why I'm so scared. I've got everything that I need to do it, but for some reason I'm just afraid to plug in that soldering iron, and I'm going to do that this year. That is my goal by summer. Actually, I'm going to do it within the next couple weeks here. That is my goal, though, is to get that, crack open that stuff and really do it, because she did an amazing job on her videos. I mean, the woman should be teaching everywhere. She's so good. So I really want to do that, and you know, I really appreciate all she did for us. And I think she's going to open those up, if she hasn't already, to anybody. And if you ever wanted to learn soldering, now's the time. It's an amazing class. I think that's when I'm just going to glitter everything then. So that's that question. Did you ever think you'd have a YouTube channel? Well, I started the day they opened practically, so I didn't really think about it. When it comes to free stuff, I'm an early adapter. But when it comes to something you got to pay for, I like to wait and see what other people think, or until they work out the kinks of it. And I think with with YouTube, I really did jump on the bandwagon, like ASAP, because I, at the time, was it 2005 or 2006? Like I said, I was working at home. I had heard about it and thought, oh my gosh, that sounds fun. And, you know, just did it. So what was the question? Oh yeah, did you ever think about, yeah, so I didn't really even think about it. I just did it. I just knew it was going to be something that would be really fun to do and to learn, and I wonder if I should put him around. Yeah, I think I will. Oh no. Keep him up like that. Okay, so those are my questions, and I would like to tag anybody who watches this video and, you know, do it like me. You don't have to be on camera if you're shy or you have a aversion to Toastmasters or, you know, you feel like people are staring at you. So just have fun. It's kind of a cool thing. I kind of want to come up with 10 more questions and see what happens. But anyways, thanks for watching. Bye. Oh, leave nice comments too, please. Hey, I realized I forgot one of the questions. And that is, what's the blank you don't like? And I think I forgot it because I don't get the question, but if we're talking about YouTube, and according to or the way that Yoli and Monica and others have answered it, they're kind of, they both talked about negativity, and I think I'm going to talk about that too. You know, people that make videos, or, you know, it's not, you know, it's just kind of a fun thing. This is just supposed to be fun. And, you know, yeah, I get negative comments now and then, and I think mostly they're laughable because they're so silly and they're so ridiculous. And you think, you know, if somebody is that messed up in their life, or is that depressed or mean, and usually people that are mean are not real happy in their life, then, you know, what are you going to do about it? I mean, people are going to be like that no matter what you say to them or what you suggest to them. So I don't get those very often. What I do get, and this is mostly because of Your Paper Pantry, I do get people that, you know, like any Ning site, we want to be sure that everybody plays fair, and if somebody signs up for a swap, they follow through with it. And unless there's, you know, some terrible tragedy, or, you know, they get sick or whatever. But, you know, there's always going to be some that, you know, there's always some, unfortunately, I've learned in the 4 years with the pantry, is there are always people that are out to get whatever they can from other people. And, you know, con artists, basically. They call them sociopaths. It's a personality disorder. And that's what they do. They thrive on that. They live for that, to try to get something from you, or, you know, be mean to you or whatever. Those people, there's no amount of explaining or nothing to them. You have to just let it go and move on. But, you know, just make sure you don't deal with them again. There's some on YouTube. There's one gal in particular that she keeps coming back. Actually, there's two that keep coming back with new channels, and I noticed she's back again, and she's in the shabby chic community, and there's no stopping her. She's going to constantly scam people. She's going to take your money. She's going to take your trust, and I think that's worse than taking your money, is ruining your trust in people. But that's where I have a lot of negativity, is when I tell somebody on my site, you know, you're no longer welcome here because you've scammed so many people. And that's when I'll get, you can't believe the stuff people will write to me. It is the most horrible I can't imagine writing or even thinking some of this stuff about people, but I have to just let it go. I have to not respond to it, ignore it, because if I respond to it, I'm feeding into exactly what they want. I'm feeding into their depravity of arguing and demeaning and treating somebody horribly. And so I just let it go. I just ignore it. I don't respond to any of it. I might respond the first time and just say, I'm sorry, but we just can't have you come back. And this is why, or whatever. But after that, I mean, I've gotten 3-page messages from people that are so screwed up in their head that they think this is how to respond to something, or this is how to treat somebody. And then if I ignore it, it goes away, or they go away, and I never hear from them again. So that's the best way to do it. I know there's a little scuttlebutt going on YouTube right now where some poor thing left a message on a video and it wasn't properly worded, I guess. I don't know. I don't know enough about it. I've just seen kind of what's going on. And quite honestly, I think for some people on YouTube, their egos are too big for the room. So they kind of get a little... they kind of go a little overboard on their expectations, and I think that's what's happening with that little feud. It's not even a feud; it's a one-sided craziness. But anyways, so really, that is actually my advice to people. Okay, I will say, I've had a few people, a couple. It's usually little kids that leave messages on your videos saying, "You're stupid," or "You look dumb," or "You sound dumb," or "That's ugly." And then I'll just go and see who this is on their channel. And it's usually some little kid that's into goth, or no offense against people into goth, but it's usually some little kid. Okay, one time I had a guy say something nasty about something I made. And so I just thought, who is this? So I went to his channel, and he's got like long hair, and he collects Department 56 houses. So granted, I did leave a little comment about, him, but it was just a message to him. I didn't leave it on any of his videos. I just left a message to him, kind of like, you look like an adult, now grow up. And then something about being a long-haired girly man. But that's just, But anyways, I mean, I try not to do that because it's just causing more problems, and you just got to be nice to people. And if I say or do something that offends somebody, I certainly don't mean it. I don't want to offend anybody. If whatever I have done is taken wrong, I have no control over that. But as far as people being mean, you got to ignore it, because they've got more problems than what you can even imagine, I'm sure. Like I said, I just can't imagine doing that to somebody, but that's why we've got, it takes a lot of people to make up our world. So anyways, that's my interpretation of that question. And I'm going to have to, I think, break this video up in a few chunks maybe. I don't know, because, anyways, I'm babbling now. But anyways, that's it for that question. Thanks.